Before we get into this video, I just want to say that I'm probably going to make Ace Attorney into a live stream thing rather than a full-on video, because these videos are getting really long and I don't really want to edit these. I'm also going to try zero edit just cuts for this video. Please watch to the end. I think it went pretty well. Alrighty, now I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna be continuing our Ace Attorney journey. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. Let's do this. Also made myself some matcha green tea. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. I'll give a quick recap of where we left off. Probably. Maybe. Let me examine what's here. Who's this? That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Why? It's just a completely normal photo. Like a normal painting. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. So, deal with it. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Is that literally all we can? No. A solid mahogany desk. Oh my god. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. September 6th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you, there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How can anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name. Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're not a killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Here's Detective Gumshoe. Well, now if he thinks that Larry's a killer, even though he was proven to be innocent, then what grounds does he have to arrest Maya right when he got here? Like that was like the whole point I was screaming at last time. Was that you didn't have any proof. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe. Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. Ahem. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Alright. Good night. Maya's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing missing is Mia. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordyline stricta, pal. Who was that? Who was that? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I have to check it out one of these days. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of these. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay. About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your loss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Oh, sick. Nice. How's the report added to court record? Hey, we got that. That helped us last time. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. You just showed up, saw one person, saw a note that was written, and like, yeah, that's get him. Why do you say that? The city's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Oh boy, we know who that is. He's the funny other guy on the thumbnail. Edgeworth. Sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him? Don't you? Yeah, I do. He's in the funny memes. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Ah, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid that's pretty much decides the case. So Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright, thank you. Present. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight, tell him not so straight. Here's the thing, this guy kind of seems like an idiot, so we can straight up lie to this guy, or we can just tell him up straight why we need it. I'll be honest. We're going the honest route. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Cell phone holds all of the little girl's sweetest and spiciest. You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Hey! Maya cell. Nice. Alright, we're gonna check everything else to see if we can get anything out of this. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to the witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. That's... what? Oh, her. I thought it was the victim. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. I didn't. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? Ahaha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial, so she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess you should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit. Idiot. Time to go and talk to Miss... September 6th. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. I thought this was the opening to Dragon Ball GT, the Dan Kakai theme. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? Detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Remember to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all something like out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. What is that? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey, 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 hey. What are you doing? No touching. Ooh. Bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. Well, you witnessed this room. Okay. Alright, we need to get her distracted, I know that. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Ah, it's still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Ooh! She helped plan the kill to frame it. A simple bed. It's been recently made, nothing eye-catching there. Alright, anything else? The late summer sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fay & Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Hey. We're gonna know everything about it. You could be like Sherlock Holmes. Alright, let me talk to you. What you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? I need to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Ooh, observed incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you can tell me about it, pretty please? Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Miss May. Could you just... Who exactly are you? That's kind of rude to just come to this lady's apartment building, her little hotel room, and then just say, hey, who are you? What are you all about? You, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. You had your little hopes, didn't you? Oh boy. Alright, well, we're not getting anything out of this other than this room. See, there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Ooh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh no, not me. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Okay. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've heard. Oh boy, look at you. Aha. So you're the one they say hasn't been looking for me? Yeah, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. Yes, grander. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yeah, well, yeah. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Okay. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. You just said you were not busy. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Er, um, anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. He got paid off. He got paid off. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? I've already examined everything. What is this Eggman soundtrack? Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Ahem. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course. I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Will think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this case in particular. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? Oh, it's because of Edgeworth. I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission. A mission. You can see in her eyes, she followed it with a burning passion and never looked back, that one. That's quite a painting. Aha, you noticed. It's my pride and... I didn't even get to read all that. The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying it. Jeez. Back to the detention center. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention center visitors room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. Skin and bones, he says. Skin and bones. That guy was about as skinny as a fat piece of chicken from McDonald's. Jeez. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. Been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. Don't know, so she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Oh, I see. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. Oh my gosh. So, you live by yourself? Yep, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose all my powers. Feel bad for her, all by herself, on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. Told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She, my mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me. White? That was his name. My sister told me. White. Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. What? 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Yep. We're gonna beat big old fat britches over there, and then we're going to fight Edgeworth. Case for the ages. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you, I guess. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Woo! Naruto, let's go! Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. It's so kind of you. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one, and you get out of here. Right, thank you. Well, she smiled at last. She smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You're innocent, right? Of course, yeah. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer. It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Oh, it's a bellboy. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, who you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using our facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No. Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait. That's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. You came back quick. I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh! What a coincidence! Mr. White! Mr. White of Blue Corp? I ever heard that name? You know. White. That was his name my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and me. Grossberg knows White because 15 years ago, Grossberg and Mia were... There's a huge conspiracy going on. My green tea. It's speaking to me. Could it be a coincidence? Go, go, go. No screwdriver sticking out of the half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. Ooh, things are getting spicy. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Found in Miss May's hotel room. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy? You still there? Oh, time to scram. Look forward to going with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Is that the end of chapter 2? September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, Court number 1. There he is! There he is! Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. That's the voice I'm gonna give him, this weird All Might fancy voice. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me on this instant. You know what? This calls for a special occasion. My last can of Dr. Zevia. Paired with green tea. Listen to that sound. Ah. We're going all in on this one. I better not show any signs of weakness, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Oh, thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. Excuse me. Excuse me again. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. You see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Well, we can already tear this man apart. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. Okay, so there's a front door. Alright. What is that? No, it's a shelf. Okay. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Mrs. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. And he's gonna get flamed. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Mrs. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wait, phone call? Oh yeah, no, from the other one. I immediately arrested Mrs. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Mrs. Maya Fey at this very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. The very moment, you say. Ooh. Haha. We have a timestamp, and we all know what that means. Cross-examination. Thank you. Yes, yes, Your Honor. Couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, may I just do something at me? What? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. And that just seems like something you should do anyways. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. Like to cross-examine now. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Mrs. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Can't see a single connection. Okay, do it again. Alright, well, we have the time. Yep. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make it. Oops, that didn't go well. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Press. Oh, wait. Q is to press. Oh, I'm an idiot. As soon as the phone came rushed, there were 2 people there. Hold on just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly. What about the suspicious woman in pink claims was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Is he just lying now? Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Yes, you should have. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That proves nothing. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. There's nothing there. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about the vital piece of evidence the first time? Because you're an idiot. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and movies. This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard many cases. No. Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister? Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Uh-oh. Stop right there. My salad is better than yours. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order? Order? That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there. Let's find it. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Wait, it was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Miss Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This one isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, isn't it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But, no butting your way out of this, Detective. Order, order. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright. I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. Prosecution point being? Yeah. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. Interesting. I'd like you to back that up. A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. That's when I got it. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. That's possibility, not facts. What are you talking about? I received the results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Dang you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Oh, my salad is better than yours. My taco is more supreme than your Taco Bell. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? None of these. I don't want to say any of these. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Huh? I thought Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What about... But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Top's report updated in the court. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call the next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. And now we get to roast her and destroy this woman. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? It sounds like the opening to the GT theme. Witness, your name, please. April May. Did I just see what I saw? At your service. Okay. Order and introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Wanton or wanton winking? Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right. Big boy. Oh my god. I'm not going to be saying any of this. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Here we go. It's time. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. And that's all I saw, every little bitsy witsy. Alright. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see any need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? Thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. How cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Well, you may begin. Alright. We gotta go hardball on this one. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacked her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Let's just take a look at... in a chair. Alright, let's try this. Your Honor, oh my god. Oh my god! and the woman like dodged to one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it? Nothing really jumps out as contradictory. There's got to be something in there. Maybe I better press her on it. Alright. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Got him. Got him. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this. I mean, if you really had witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Ooh. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Rar? What are you trying to say? You mean lore? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Sorry, Your Honor. I'll be good, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Dang, I almost had her. Alright, I feel like the new tactic is just to press and then to omit facts. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I did see everything. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with a weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the thinker. What? Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them at all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on something now. That clock, the kind of statue clock, the thinker, I think, must have been. Her previous testimony must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her, figuratively, of course. Didn't see everything. The victim, the woman, dodged the first second, ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Weapon come from? Picked it up right off the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock, the kind of statue clock. Alright. Is that right? As in, you're right as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, alright? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. We're just gonna keep pressing. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done like a bun. What happened then? She hit her with the weapon, I saw it. That clock thing. Alright. Nope, we failed. Sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Fortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Ugh, I must be on the wrong track. That clock, oh my god. So you saw me then too? Of course. I'd remember the spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, was I bad? I'm sorry. Very well, continue. Victim, the woman dodged the first attack. Okay, you can see the desk. Let's see, what sort of weapon was it? Thinker? We're gonna fail. We failed. We failed. Ah, my god. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to the court finds defendant Miss Maya Fey guilty. Cool. Alright, how do we restart? Yeah, wait, hold on, wait, this is new. Mr. Wright? What? Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. Really don't think I should be allowed. Yeah, stop him. The poor... What? Order? Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me? Looked out the window, what did you see next? The heck? Oh wait, we think we got it! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Oh my god. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all the important... Shut up, Edgeworth. My salad is finally better than yours because I can actually travel in time. And I can get the best ending just by going over and over again. Can you do that? Huh? The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I'm objecting to that. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. That was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fey & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Where would I go in here? I heard it from my hotel room. The law offices of Fey & Co. where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No. No, Your Honor. Can't give up now. Not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not. Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose a test to see if she really could have heard it. Prosecution denies your request. Okay, prove that she heard it. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed, objection sustained. Dang, time to switch directions quick. Ready to proceed, Mr. Wright? No. Your Honor, I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is, the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Alright. Alright. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty, it couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk tisk. Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clock was removed? Yes, I can. Oh, impossible, Your Honor. Yeah, let me get it out. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who said proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves... Yep, in this phone. Take this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, I have a girly phone. No, you have a girly phone. Wait, no, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Ooh, the good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Huh? What? Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that the weapon was a clock? Why is it flashing so much? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I got so many. I forgot. It's not even from a store, it's homemade. If the witness had seen it before, that would make sense. Does the defense have a... Yes. The witness claims she's seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce evidence that will prove the witness had seen the clock before. Made. It's made. Simple. This clock was never in any store ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Not this one. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Got him! Got him! Oh, excuses not on sale today. Ooh, What? The heck? Oh god! What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Okay, she's gone Super Saiyan. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. I am going to use the restroom. Oh, I know, it's paused. The court of law and the witness will remain calm. Oh. Oh, silly me. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Tell us. Oh, dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Mr. May, you know, knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. You had heard about it. Eunice had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. I just helped her, didn't I? I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Wiretap. Have a look at this. Oh, found this in Miss May's room. I'm gonna get flamed for it, I know it. Miss Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Oh, Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. And if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on her phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is this. It's a clock. Yep. Come on, we gotta present it. Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me. Again? What time is it? 8 o'clock. Blah, blah, blah. We already heard it. Miss April May used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Aye. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. Wait, okay, I can't even see. You lawyer? It's not fair. All you ganging up on me like that? Oh, I'm the bad person. Is that it? Is that it? Crocodile tears. Child. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now I have to deal with the final blow. You did it, didn't you? Miss May. What is it, you little shrimp? Talk to me in that tone of voice, will you? You killed... That's no! 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 Order? There will be order. What? How could you possibly say that? Are you mad? All I did was a little wiretapping. Oops. So you admit you tapped her phone. but wait. I didn't do anything bad like murder. I'm a good person. Really? Can you prove it? No way she can prove it. You think you're so smart, Mr. Lawyer, but I can prove it. And I will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. You think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene of the crime. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Okay. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands, she saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come to think of something. Miss May. Call the bellboy. The defense would like the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you're sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? He's proof, isn't he? Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling the witness. Condition? Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Do you recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty from it. That is my condition. What? Better find something suspicious in the bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept it. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood? I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well, the court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Leave a right to the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for generations. We've received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Brought to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I believe the iced coffee to her... I'm gonna sneeze. Leave the iced coffee to our guest, Miss Fey herself. Woo! See, defense may begin a cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. Can't prove Miss May was involved with the murders. How? It'll be finished. Alright. I am the head bellboy. Alright, we need to ask. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check the guests, I check out guests, I clean rooms, I make beds, even deliver room service, sir. Check Miss Main personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, will you refrain from asking frivolous questions? Receive a call. Okay. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. Then I saw them, and I. Ahem. The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes? What then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. Brought it to her in precisely the requested time, of course. Who's gonna press everything? Precisely 9 and then? Precisely, exactly. And most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it was brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee. I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door in the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I bought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, or more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by the prim demeanor, sir. It's a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. No, I'm not. It's a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen. Protest. We're not giving up. Wait, please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. You gave me as much time as I want. I want to hear it. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is really it. My last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in, room service, bed making. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with a lover there. What did he say? What did he say? What did you say? Ah, oh, or rather quite. Bellboy, tell us now the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Shut up, Edgeworth. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Edgeworth was there? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't, specifically asked, sir. Ooh, take that. My salad has chicken on it. Fool. Got him. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been with the murderer. In light of the new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... Simple, the man with Miss April Ray. The man who checked in with Miss May. Of course. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it were too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from the court. Got him! Oh, it's beautiful! Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Ooh, can we beat him up in the hallway? Can we beat him up out in the street? Can we beat him up like at school and beat him up in the hallway? September 7th, 2024, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? No. Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. Counting on you. As for a full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not too sure. Most of the testimony were all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May's testimony added to the record. Victims dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. May it doesn't belong in the detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. Sick. This is a long chapter too. I think this is where I'm going to call it. Where's left shift? Yeah. I think this is where I'm going to call it for the day. And thank you for everybody who watched all the way up to this point. Feel free to subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time for that YouTube partnership program. I do live streams every so often, so feel free to stick around for some of those. And have a good day, my friends.